Absolutely. I think there is. You know, it could be a scrappy series. I would say I think maybe 3 maps out of this one, but we'll take it as it comes. We'll strap in. Come along for the ride, everyone. Last day of the RMRs here for the Perfect World Major in Shanghai. NiP taking on 9 Pandas. First map is going to be Ancient. CT side start for the Pandas. This balance, trying to turn the flash, but a little bit too late. But the distraction buys time for Glowing, and he shines bright in the pistol for now. Keeps it going as well. And that's a lovely quick one, right in the bag for 9 Pandas. All right, Vince. We can delve more into the stats later, but for now, we'll focus on the full frontal attack that seems to be set up here by NiP. Resort, the man you touched on, he's looking to fight down through mid. A lot of control here towards mid side, but they're already in the bomb side. This with a fast entry. Ooh, would have bet him to win that one, but Glowing. The good start in the pistol was followed on into the rifle round. Only the one, though, as Isaac comes knocking on the door. And they're back into the 4 versus 4. Bomb plant down. You're looking for the retake. Backstab potential from Shalfie, but Isaac's balance has got to hold the line. And the MP9 is finding impact.
Spitting bullets and claiming names. It's going to be a backstab as well. Shalfie putting Rez into a really awkward position. Also had a pretty good tournament, but he will not have any further standing in this round. 9 Pandas, successful retake. First rifle round going in their favor.
Favour him to win that duel. The fact he's showing that he can go toe-to-toe today, and in a very important game as well, but you do just have to keep on winning at this point. It paints a better picture. Scrappy start towards mid. Height disbalance with the orb, tacked down to 13, so he's going to posture off. But there's the peak from Dilladez. And he's spotting everything on this. Tons of info. Not ready for the run through the smoke for Rez. And they're bringing this round back alive. The Lazarus effect here. Down to just 2. Glowing and disbalance. Let's see if they can do it again here, Vince. They get a read towards mid-side. Glowing looking to take the peak, and Cindery's going to make it uncomfortable for him. He's got to tuck in behind the doors. Spamming in the backline, getting tags out, but no kills.
It's balanced down to 13. At least has the benefit of knowing where one of these 3 players are, but with so much time left, they can easily retrieve the bomb, drop back at the double doors, and fast track over on the site for a post-plant. So looking like a save on 9 Pandas at best case scenario. Just making sure that he's not hiding in the cave. Especially as his teammates aren't really with him to bodyguard. It could get really awkward, you know, if he goes for the plant, get shut down, then maybe a defuse comes in. So understandable, they're just being ever so careful. Oh, the timing. Brutal. And Idisbalance will not be able to save the AWP. Now, they've got plenty of funds to come back in, but if it would be a secondary AWP...
So as much as Dilladez had with the info, you're overwhelmed. So reinvestment comes back out here. Concessions made minor in terms of the utilities. There's a couple gaps there late round for 9 Pandas. No defuse kit either. So they just take it headstrong. Resort scrapping down mid. Very aggressive game from their CT side setups. That's the AWP of Wrinkle taken out of the game before he can even find impact with a weapon that he's known for. They're going for the boost up on the back as well. You're just jump spotting there for Glowing. Luckily enough, the shot misses. So Idisbalance can get himself into a better position, play off one another here with the crossfire. Peek out good, no real response, tagging, slowing down Isaac as well. Swings back, but he's so low on health, it's quick trades. 3 versus 2, ooh, up close and personal with the AWP. Wields it like a shotgun. Blows away Disbalance, fast swing as well, and an over flick from Yokab there, wielding Wrinkle's AWP. So it's all down to Rez once again. 17 seconds on the timer, you've got to get the bomb. 2 angles to contend with, one of them being held by Resort on the walkout. Missed shot. They close it, put a lid on the game.
Yeah, just 40 HP as well.
It's Dilladez that's inside a donut this time.
I think his mix of pace has really kind of caught NiP in an awkward spot as well. A lot of aggression in those first 3 or so rounds, especially the rifles. And now slowing it way more down. The grenade blows open the smoke, and Dilladez from Donut pivots in for 3. Sending this round into the blender one more time. NiP can do nothing. I almost feel sorry for Wrinkle. It's like we're kind of discussing how little impact he's had, but when you have the AWP and your teammates are just crumbling around you like this, you don't really have control over any area of the map. Even when they smoke off red, it's like Shalfie is still finding ways to have impact. He didn't get on the scoreboard, but he's weakening up multiple players there in the process.
Huge play. And yeah, I mean, he also just draw their attention, right? Like, they break the smoke, everyone's suddenly flicking their crosshairs towards Red Room. He gets the tag out, you swing out, because Dilladez has been going for those rotates out through cave side as well. This is a bit quicker. Fast play, you've got Tech9, you're going to run in, use the flashbang, Smorns over the top, see if you can smoke off Donut and CT. 1-for-1 trade, but he gets a rifle. Advanced position inside of Donut as well. And Dilladez. He shows off his position, eye disbalance, spotting out onto the Tech, trying to bait out the shot. Leg goes too deep. Mac 10 responds back from Wrinkle. He really wants to grab that orb, but it's too deep in there. Oh, might not matter though. The sidearm gets the job done. Dilladez is going to set up Glowing with a flash over the top. Glowing can go for the walk out. But they've cut noise on this one. They're posturing off as well, so no need to commit to the plant. They've been able to get 2 weapons off the back of this. Isaac grabbed that AK from inside a Donut. Wrinkle's got his hands on the big green gun as well.
I think it's just so uncomfortable as well when you have the smoke start to fade and Wrinkle's got the AWP, so he's a little bit less mobile. They want to try and mix it up here. Try and draw away one of 9 Pandas while they go for that fast rotation. I say fast, it's been pretty labored, but it's about to have to pick up pace because there's not that much time left on the clock. 25 seconds flash in. Oh, Wrinkle fully blinded and Dilladez takes him out in midair. However, this bait has paid off in the sense that the post plant now is able to come through. Isaac playing up close will try to catch the CTs in an awkward spot, and if they line up, this could go down real quick for Isaac. Spray is through, 5 bullets left, but that's more than enough. And NiP has stolen this round away. Had Tech9s coming into it, but they picked up their second of the map.
Well, that AWP provides this balance. It was on the A side playing behind the box. He used his smoke, called in for the rotate, switches off. Now he's playing deep on mid side, holding up, seeing if they come walking out late. And that is the call they're going to go for. It's a split push towards the B-bomb site. But Glowing's advanced position could be so impactful, but the flashbangs ruin him. First one's in, Resort. He's been biding his time for this, but no success. There is the connection back. Up close, the AWP provides this balance, sending Isaac off kilter. He's connected onto Wrinkle with a nice shot. And Rez as well, holding his own with the AK. All on Shalfie.
Oh, headshot straight away. Missed them on the board and doubles up. And NiP now with 4 rounds.
We can see NiP here this time around throwing the utility in for the setup of an idea of a fast hit towards the B site, when in reality you've got Wrinkle and the rest of the squad grouping up, going contact up through main. He was pre-scoped, no audio cue. Is Shalfie looking for the run out? Oh. Sees the walk in, but no real response back and no utility for them there, so they can't slow it down. They've secured the site. Resort in Donut needs to win on this one. It's missed him with the bomb as well, so you take him down here. Bomb could go flying, it'd make it a bit more uncomfortable. Instead, that's how missed him. Responds straight back, Glowing with a bullet between the eyes as well. Shalfie being forced out. Wrinkle was holding for the cross. Misses the shot, but he's still making it rough for them. Down to the retake on this one. It's going to get real wild. Tease in great positions, and Wrinkle ruining them with the AWP. Felt like that was their easiest round yet. 1 casualty on missed them on the fight towards Donut, but they pick it up. And a good recovery on the half there, looking really flat initially. Feeling like they were losing out on their jewels, unable to really convert from these rounds. Shalfie was feasting at mid. Armor on the rest of the squad for NiP. 2 players with utility here, setting themselves up for the late B hit. Smoke off either side, block that off, go for the Molotov onto the cubby, so they can't come running out through cave. But Wrinkle, he's biding his time. Goes for a quick info play, postures back through the smoke. They've been able to take control of the bomb site, but maybe not for long. Rez, smoke shot in. Hits the face of Glowing. Shalfie's forced to recover it. That's another tag to slow him down. So bomb only just being planted.
Oh, Dilladez on 4 HP as well, and he has been the shining light, the talisman so often at this event. So he's going to have to play more of a bait and try and get Result activated, but instead he's been put down. Eye disbalance in all of this time, though. He's been playing on the ramp side. Eventually, Dilladez is forced to meet his maker. And Yokab on the cross will double up to seal NiP's. Starting to share the burden as well. It's not just Isaac, but Wrinkle now starting to pop off on the CT side. Like you mentioned, Yokab, couple of good rounds. And Rez is always going to be a threat. HG designated to A main. Ooh, Dilladez though removes the cap of Isaac, and that does give them a way forward, but Yokab is looking to try and deny this bomb plant. M4 Also taking it in amongst all of it, and the smoke put down onto Donut. Needs Wrinkle now to step up and deliver a couple of kills from this spot, but it's Misten that joins him. Dilladez with yet another deagle in this round, although he's down to 32. If he can pull that trigger one more time and connect, everything could come unraveled for NiP. The timing for Shalfie on this approach, though, has caught Rez in an awkward spot, and he expects it, though. He does his due diligence, clears the angle, and gives NiP the advantage once more.
Deagle D's nips, but only for 2. Can't get any more on that one as he walks into the crosshair of Mistum. And Disbalance, oh, the aim punch, sending his crosshair off kilter. Knows his best chance now is to commit to the plant. HE goes flying over the tops, and no damage back from that. They might think he's really low. He's going to try and play on the anti-flash angle close inside a cave. They all go in together so they can double up for it. Off angle and the peek out gets one. Don't give him the 1v1 here, boys. They're running in by 1. Oh, out of ammunition on the A1S. Had to switch to the other gun. Would have just been the Glock there. As much as it might not have been as much of a show-stopping game in his T-half, on their CT side, I prefer the way he plays on Ancient. You will see that intuition, those aggressive plays. Takes a lot of deep control towards A-main, always wrapping around the back. He goes for these very characteristic calls. It's Yocab on mid, looking for the fight though. He can just post up in the close angle here, trying to take control of Elbow. Missed them running down the ramp. And Shalfie holds it. Nice response back, but Shalfie still standing. Flick onto the head of Rez, and that's that duo, Rez and Wrinkle. They love to play off one another, try and get control of the map, but the real control is on the A-bomb site, and that's now 9 Pandas.
Disbalance is pretty much putting this round into their back pocket. NiP can do nothing to weather this storm, this hurricane that's just blown over the A site. Kills back to back. Map control attained as well. Wrinkle couldn't really get fully into this one, and Isaac, how he wishes he could try and tap on that bomb, but he has no kit. Prospects for the full defuse extremely low, and Disbalance is watching from A main, so if he goes for that cross, he could be in a spot of bother. Down he goes, Disbalance continuing his fine form up to 15. And 9 Pandas, as you mentioned, there was a buy coming in from NiP, but this is really where that 4K round into a post plant actually catches up with NiP and haunts them.
Yeah, it's ebbed and flowed. We saw a real rough start for NiP. They're starting to get back into the groove of the game, but as you touched on, with how uncomfortable it was going down to just one player, it's burned through their economy. Yocab looking for the fight here. Quick adjustment shots from Wrinkle as well on the 5-7, playing off the utility setup from Isaac, so it's a good opening 2 picks. Play your cards close to your chest though, don't give this one away. Dilladez Molotov'd in so he can take an advanced position inside a temple. Disbalance playing for the run out through Donut. They want to try and bait them in with the nades. Only sees one. Resort paranoid about it. You could tap onto the bomb, try and draw the peek out, but do they know about Wrinkle's position? He might be low on health, but he can still frack with the 5-7 and the fairy tale, taking us in the direction of a round for Wrinkle. Reading them like a book, but the problematic trades leave us back in the 2v2, and it's all on the young Wrinkle. AK the play with, can he fold them up? Needs to spray on the peak round. A slow face into Disbalance would be death, but he can just posture off. Still a minute on the clock. It's up to him to make the move, and the bomb is down on the site.
Time is going to have to be the ally of Disbalance, you have to feel, but the problem is he's not been quick enough on the draw. He turns around just in time and nails Wrinkle. It was a round that NiP should have never been close in.
Nice shots for the USP. So a far stronger buy coming back into it. Glass cannon AWP for Wrinkle. And this is what he does on these kind of rounds. You'll see him very aggressive in towards A main. They'll try and take space if it goes a bit quiet. Instead, he just holds the line. And Resol going to be salty off the back of that one. They try and hit it quick into B. Missed them in the close angle. If they fight towards cave side, he's now got support as well. And Wrinkle's arriving on the scene. Another round from him. Death being dealt by Mistum, as he'll hit all those, and Disbalance left in round 19, all on his Todd. Just one man left with an AWP in his hands, and Isaac's pushing out on the extremities. Might be able to find him here with a quick tap.
I think he heard the footsteps, he knows. The same can be said the other way around. They both ran into each other. Playing around the angle to perfection. No saved guns out of this. 9 Pandas can buy again, but glowing down at $2,000. They elect not to go for a double AWP setup. There was the opportunity to pick up the AWP from Balance at the end, but Isaac is happy enough to hold on to the AK. Fully understandable, and they know the importance of that round.
Deep smoke thrown in. They want to fight towards mid here. It's going to be Wrinkle, Rez, and Yocab in position to defend. Molly round on the corner, expecting the close angle. Will they know about the next man in line? Able to get the spray off for one. They're going for the hit onto the B site now. Cave control conceded. Wrinkle's got to wrap round the back. But look at Mistem. Inside of the smoke. He's just sitting on top of him. Walks for the run out. They might not expect this whatsoever. He's going to phase back through. It could line them up for two. Damage done. It's a round you can get your way back into now. Paranoia for the Pandas. Isaac might be caught by disbalance if he goes in through cave, but they want to buddy up. Two players, round through ramp. You got the Incendiary, a flashbang to set them up on contact, and the bomb's only just gone down.
They're moving together. Trying to trade out, but Result has the angle here. How fast is Wrinkle? Fast enough. And now Balance realizes the situation is bleak. Nails the AWPer on the approach. Flash out, bomb tickled. Could force Balance out to the open. And Isaac takes him down. NiP continue to fight, continue to stay in this game, and ties back up at 10 apiece.
Two players waiting towards elbow. Quick hit. See if they could fight out mid here, potentially into the round. They've always been so paranoid about the cave setup, though, where NiP are keeping you guessing with who's in there, how they're playing it, if it's going to be aggressive or passive. This time, it's a deep smoke back in from Rez. If they want to go out for this mid burst, it's Yocab with support of Isaac and Wrinkle inside of Donut, and they've even postured off the rotate back one towards Red Room as well, so you've got full control here on mid. You're going to fight your way through the entire team, and NiP, good for the opening picks. Brings it down to just 3. Balance. He's looking to pop flash in so they can fight inside the cave, but Wrinkle does not give a damn. Glowing's the only one in Red Room that hits the head. Just a duo remaining in the round. They could be on for match point here. Put Ancient in a position to close it. Go into Dust 2, one map up, and missed them on the timing. This should be bang to rights up against Xiaofi. Glowing. Although he's had a couple of nice rounds, it's not been that same level of lethality that we've seen from him previously. Not hitting the hot streak. And again, it's another one from Wrinkle, a hat trick. Consistent multi-kills from this AWPer.
And again, it's a shoddy economy for 9 Pandas to fall back onto. All the advantages. Tons of credit to NiP, in particular that man Wrinkle. He didn't have much impact in the first half, but my god, he has just bossed this CT side. And as they try and spill out into middle, they've taken a lot of damage onto Xiaofi. Glowing can't see anything as 2 smokes have plumed up on Red and Donut respectively, and he's looking to try and push through. Isaac is there, but he's in a bit of an awkward spot. Multiple players up against him. He's already dealt with one, but that's where he will fall down. Rez now picks up the mantle, picks up the baton alongside Wrinkle, and smacked him back down to size with a 2K. Xiaofi last man standing on 3, and surely he can't clutch this round.
Clutch or bust, and the Galil is done. They close it down. NiP, slow start, but a great recovery. First map of Ancient is theirs. 1-0 up in the survival series.
Dear Diary, I can't find the words to describe all the pain I suffered while playing CS with boring, grey, colourless skins. But everything changed when I opened my first case on Skin Club. I opened cases for free, then upgraded them, and then got into battles, as well as exclusive events and activities. Looks like I'm in heaven of skins. Of course, cause it's Skin Club.
They showed it, they talked about it on the desk. 8 multi-kill rounds, and most of them were on the CT side of just wrapping around corners and rinsing players left and right. Speaking of the man, he will be forced off his angle on catwalk from that Molotov. It allows 9 Pandas now to try and pick up the pace and the slack and get in their face, but there's 2 players around this corner. Flash is good. Very good, in fact, as Balance and Dilladez both chip in for frags, and 1 player left on the site is missed them, but not for much longer. Oh, it's a clinical T-round on the pistol. And it doesn't seem like Isaac's going to be able to do too much out of this one. 1 kill, but mainly a consolation prize. Dink down, going to get finished off from the side by Result. And 9 Pandas, just so aggressive, not slowing down for anybody.
And that wasn't your usual Pandas on the round. So Wakadia and Woxic both having struggle games. Major was trying as best as he could to drag them back into the action, but too tall of a task. No scouts here though, all A1Ss with very limited utility for the NiP side. It's only Yocap that's got the smoke and the flash on close mid. And Rez walking up. He's going to go for the flash out short here, 1-for-1 off the back of Wrinkle's flash from the site. But two quick trades, low HP on Glowing, sure, but you've still got the manpower advantage here.
I missed them. Once that smoke clears, could be in the thick of the action. The flash is good, but he's anticipated that, turned around. Not affects him in any way, shape, or form. And now with that peek out, Glowing on the close angle, the MAC-10. Oh, this could be a backstab. He gets one, but it's a 1-for-1 trade. There is a second player, though, down in lower tunnels. But Shalfie not quick enough to snatch back the life of Wrinkle, so he will live. Isaac perched up on the site again, all alone. It was, as you said, his clutch that really got NiP back into things, but no chance of that being a possibility in this one. Immediate headshots dispersed across the entirety of NiP, and they never really got into this round. And like we say, this is a real comfort pick for 9 Pandas.
So a lot hinging on it. It's not only your result, it's the other teams as well. Oh, mate. I mean, he's trying to get the fast pick off. Let's just run straight down.
Shift out the way, man.
Can you move right, please? Like, I'm trying to pick. He still gets the kill. He gets the opener on the Yocap.
Just assert dominance next time, shoot him in the back of the head and say, listen, I was trying to shoot one of them. You know, you've got to learn your lesson one way or the other. That being said, this was a double-up setup, by the way, in this round for NiP, and they've already lost one of them. Yocab was using the second. He's yet to get off the mark alongside Mistem, who is 0-9 on Ancient to kick things off. And 9 Pandas have totally bypassed this setup entirely. It is a full-on investment of huge proportions for the economy, additionally, after a tactical timeout. And you've just been slapped right across the face. Ooh. Okay, Rez is going to keep the dream alive, keep the one of the AWPs in play, probably. But the round's pretty much already done. Like, NiP just can't get a foot in.
Yeah, this one's in the bin already. It is just about focusing on both of the weapons. So you're not going to be able to fight back early into the CT half. It's going to be 5 rounds on the board for 9 Pandas.
Did you see that clip from Hunter where he
with the 2-player P? Yeah.
That was great.
Sometimes you need a bit of a blessing on your side. I disbalance. He takes the fast hit, had the spawn for the long engagement. Hot toes, though. And Wrinkle, he wants to instigate a round on this one. He's looking for the headshot, but nothing to be gained. Result ready. The AK. Strike straight back. Oh, thought maybe there was a bit of timing there for Isaac on the run out, but this is just easy for them. Each and every duel, timing for Rez as well in CT spawn. Switches to the AG for the response back. They drop on top of you. And they're just being body bagged one by one. You can see the stress of the body language on Exist there. Glowing hits the last shot. 7 rounds clean on their T side, Dust2.
Stellar performance. You could say the same though on multiple players over on 9 Pandas. I mean, it has just been dominant. We were discussing coming into this best of 3 series. Glowing and iDisbalance have had pretty rough tournaments, you know? But, well, there you have it. He's not missing right now with the AWP. Another buy for NiP, and they trail by 1 player. This time, Yocab 0-7 with 19 ADR.
9 Pandas setting themselves up for it towards the B-bomb site. It's missed them. Only 1 kill to his name so far here on Dust2. Posturing at the back of the site on the peak up. They line up for him. Easy spray down. 4 kills picked up as they do fade away. And Shalfie wondering how on earth they've been obliterated on this one.
We had a moment on Ancient with Isaac picking off a clutch that just seemed to inspire and resurrect NiP. Is this the moment on Dust2? Mistem lines up all 4.
If 9 Pandas take this, there's more to be done. Another map to go. Mirage at the end. 1-for-1 trades initially into the round. Shalfie taking a bit of space towards mid, gets the mid to B smoke up, flashes through it as well. You're going to crack it open, get visual that no one's initially committed off the back of that. They still got a ton of time. Nades as well for them there. Triple molly, flashbang, and the smoke on Diladez. They're going for the quick hit. Out through short. Run onto the bomb site. Wrinkle, top of the car. Flashed off, but still good for the connection. Playing with Rez. That duo comes alive again.
Wrinkle with a second pick. Funnels Resort back into middle. He does have the bomb. He's been spotted though. Tagged down at 28. Missed them. What looked like a lost cause.
Again and again. The man that makes moves for NiP is Wrinkle. He's getting those opening duels now. He's getting into the groove of the game. Peek out, eye disbalance on the shot back. As the flashbang fades, so does the life of Mistem and Yocab on the angle towards the car. Smokes, Molotovs, everything bombarding into the bomb site. But he could still be the blockade to buy a bit of time. His position not yet compromised. Xiaofi tucks in behind the box. You've got the contingent on mid as well. The insurance policy of Resort. Rez walks out. Nothing to be gained there. His teammate behind the car had already expired, so Wrinkle forced back into a save. Like they're just ebbing, flowing through the game, knowing how to counter it time and time again. Unless it's a hero round, unless it's a showstopper from NiP, they're just not really getting anything to find impact on these. Oh. Wrinkle will not be getting his opening duel this time as Disbalance tips it back in favor of 9 Pandas, but Yocab realizes he needs to do something single-handedly. Quick trade there for the T's, Glowing with a readjustment. We said he had gone missing. Where's Glowing? Well, here he is in the 11th.
Because Resort clearly has no idea. He's still looking at CT spawn. You can see from his sort of angles that he was checking out that if he'd seen him on catwalk, like pushing into mid, they're definitely going to send players over there earlier on. But I mean, these are all just drops in the bucket, though, as far as NiP are concerned. It's all well and good saving this M4, but you're still 9-2 behind. You aren't going to have a great deal to play with in this round either.
Isaac woke them up there, brought them back into it, but he's been quiet on this one. And Wrinkle had about 5.8k, so he's able to get himself the AWP. Kevlar as well, and a single nade to work with. That's the smoke that's thrown out. Rez, a little bit more aggressive this time. Takes command of short, fights in for the opening pick. There is a trade, but damage back onto Dilladez. Might come back to haunt them. They're paranoid about a mid to B on this one. They double up again.
I don't really understand Isaac rotating off from the boxes there. Like, you've completely given up catwalk. Like, even if they're worried about the mid to be hit, like, you've already got to play there. You've got to have faith in Yocab to hold that by himself. You've now basically just given put a red carpet out and said, 9 Pandas, please plant on the A site. And they're going to have great post-plant positions as well, assuming that something crazy doesn't happen with a jump spot. The MP9 tries it, May. Won't collect any kills, and now 3 players isolated down. They have the high ground, and Dilladez is making the most of it with those 2. Wrinkle at least flicks in for the finish-off kill onto Glowing, but he's about to go across onto long side, baits out the shot. 2 players staring him down, and they will put him out of his misery. They played it 18 times. Tons and tons of success on it with 72% win rate. So, you know, it's always going to be a comfort pick, and the same could be said really of Mirage, which is up 3rd, which is looking increasingly likely to get to as Iris Balance pops off with 3. No real retaliation other than Result hitting the deck, but Mistem now with bomb in hand has to try and recover. In more ways than one for his team to stand a chance. Julie's in play, playing with his food is Dilladez, and finally decides to puncture Mistem and get 9 Pandas across to an 11-2 lead. Try and take some weapons away from 9 Pandas, who are playing this one much more passively, giving up catwalk, giving up mid. Player up close and long as Result with the MP9. They have come off B sites. Oh, okay, missed them with the opening pick with that flash. It's a second as well. Hold the phone, maybe there is a chance yet.
Oh, Turmoil with the Tech 9. Evil Brain, Angel Heart as he pops off. Mistem showing up on that one. But I disbalance up on short, looking for the spray. They're all lining up. But the Tech still deal damage. You should be able to feast with this MP9, but it's not working. It's all Techs. And Glowing's the last one left, so NiP. A small sliver of a chance given to them. as the Tech-9s parade massively. And a bit of energy comes back to the camp, but this is only just getting begun on Dust 2 for them. It'd have to be a huge comeback, round after round. And is this really sustainable, right? Yeah, sure, you get out through mid-side with the Tech-9s. What can they do with the actual weapons?
Nice, man, bro. Come on, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Now we're getting some...
Bruh, maybe just stick with the Tech-9s, boys. That was incredible from Mistem. The fact he gets the second kill while fully flashed as well is... Oof. As you say, though, it's not the kind of dependable, consistent rounds that you can bank off saying, right, we can pull out another 8 of those and tie this up. Now, that's the exception to the rule. That's a bit of a fluke. Great shots, don't get me wrong, but there were a couple of moments there where NiP, like iDisbalance with his M4, could have probably killed 3 on that spray. Then Result with an MP9 gets insta-dinked around the corner. Those are freakish kills that you really cannot expect to get too many more of. Aggression up on middle, though, for NiP. They've got those 5-7s, missed them. Oh, he's tucked away into the corner. He's heard iDisbalance. He has no idea. Takes him out. That was maybe a win condition in this round on the side of NiP, but it has been thwarted. It has been denied. So a 4th round to NiP. Playing for a bit of pride and confidence here on Dust 2.
Resort just trapped here with a 5-7. They peak together, so there's no way you can commit to just one fight. They're able to double up.
Quite remarkable. Not many players have that sort of standing with an org, that kind of loyalty over a long period of time. And think of how many rosters he's been a part of. But hold that for a second, because Result double nading with Shalfie, already taking down Yocab. He tried to get outside along and just got barraged down. They're going to try and make the most of this momentary weakness on Catwalk, or at least they think it's weak. But Glowing there with the incendiary throws it down and just stalls them.
It's the waterfall onto the box, expands the whole way across, block off the CT angle. iDisbalance scoped in, waiting for the walkout, but the timing on it, he just postures off as they start peeking, misses the shot as well. That's your window now. NiP can run in towards the bomb site, Glowing on the spam through the smoke, connects onto Rez, Wrinkles holding. He's the flanker, ready for the backstab if they come barreling out. Jumping around the corner, Glowing gives himself up. Back could be spammed onto by Resort on the angle works. Low HP, but look at the positions. Missed them, already wrapping through lower side, and they're going to come straight back into him. He just tucks in. They don't know. He can swing out. Gets one, Shalfie with the Orc shoulder, peeking it, but almost fully extended. You're giving all the damage to miss them. 3 clean kills. And around going the way of NiP with the AWP being saved for Isaac. He can get dropped back over to Wrinkle.
Flash is good. Connects onto iDisbalance twice, but Result there in the buddy system. And although he gets one, it won't be a second added. Mistem on the periphery, deals with Shalfie up on middle. And that gives them passage up on Catwalk, but it's not safe to reverse across to the A site, because iDisbalance playing in amongst those smokes is still in the fight, still activating in, and another kill on Rez. Although Wrinkle returns to favor and does have control over the bomb, almost faking as if he's trying to cross over on the B site, but Glowing is down. On CT, he can see that's not the case. However, iDisbalance has moved off his perch. He's no longer watching Catwalk. Wrinkle can get onto the site. There is a way forward for here to get the bomb plant down in enough time to reposition and welcome and receive the oncoming CTs. This round is now the winnable spot, and it just got a whole lot better. Glowing thought it was a B-side plant. His back was turned. He just gave it up for free, and now it's a battle of the AWPers.
The timing on it as well from the walk back around from iDisbalance. Wrinkle's able to get himself into a good position. The Shinobi sniper does it again. Wrinkle saves the round for NiP. Showing up in Shanghai and erupting with excitement. A huge clutch from him. It's about survival. They've got to grind out these rounds again and again on their T side. And delivering there with iDisbalance, looking like the job was done. But they forgot about Wrinkle.
Oh, that looked on to me. Don't know, I've got Boomer Eyes though, I could be wrong, but I thought that honestly hit him.
Well, this might. Watch iDisbalance here. The flick of the wrist from the Panda as iDisbalance takes the head of Rez. And they take map control, push the extremities, start to suffocate and squeeze them off. As they bleed their way into upper on the rotate back though, Yokap catches a glimpse, range advantage on the AK, the Arabesque firing off the warning shots. But iDisbalance does it again. He's still taking these fights. 2 with a scout, slows them right down. 3 Ts remaining. 2 up on the bomb site, but the CT's in great positions to make this one uncomfortable. And they're getting tags off. Jump spot up, take down the bomb planter, it's all on Isaac. He had a hero round back on Ancient, but this one's even harder. Smoke shot's good for the first. Paranoid about the close angle. Taps the bomb to force the fight, but the spray is labored and Resalt delivers. That's how they make it to 12. Drops the AWP back to Rez, low on health, 14 HP to his name. Takes the rifle on this. He is a bit of a hybrid, so he'll be comfortable in this situation as well. It's glowing on the bomb site. Support on short, flash over the top so he can peek in, take the combat on ramp, but run down from Isaac. And they're expanding quickly, taking space. Chip damage is great though for both teams. Everyone's softened up, so the M4s could still find frags from this. Single flashbang in the back pocket for Diladez, but iDisbalance, his head's on the chopping block, and it's Yokap to be the executioner. The backstab seals that one. Gives them a fighting chance here in the 9th. They're all going to barrel back. They're looking to posture off from it. They know he's here as a mid-contingent. And they just want to save these guns. Hefty investment on long side, reading the book and expecting a fast round with the tempo from the T side of NiP, but they're not coming this time. Instead, it's a split push. Mid to be out, focus on Diladez in the round. He's got to hold back the wave. Quick reposition from Glowing. He was good last time. Visualize the frag, got the shot off to put him into a better position. This time goes headstrong. Diladez all on you to defend, but the turret is uprooted by Rez's AK.
And that should be another save. Shalfie, though, is going to be in a fight sooner rather than later. He's being flanked from the side. Here's the footsteps.
Whoa.
Oh, put down. Yokap deals with him. Do they want 2 AWPs? For the time being, he's going to pick that one up just to make sure the CTs can't get their hands on it, but be curious to see if they run with 2 AWPs into the next round. Dust 2, of course, is a map where that could very well be a possibility, but decides against it, tosses it back down, picks up the AK instead. So NiP will hit 10. Didn't look likely at 11-2 down. Resalt's waiting for that push. Wait to receive the tease. 2 on long, but he goes down. A lot of damage, but no kill alongside it. May very well try and push out there as well. You can see that nothing's really happened over on the B tunnel side. At some point, someone may try and flank round the back, get into lower tunnels and have a quick peek. But for the time being, this is leaving Glowing alone to fend off the A site. He does have backup in the form of Resalt up on long, but he's been mollied out, flashed alongside it, does stand his ground for 1. Any more kills would be huge, and it could be the beginning of the end for Dust 2. Wrinkle comes in for a Tech-9 frag and a spray from Yokap, good for 1, but it's gonna have to be down to Wrinkle one more time as he lands the headshot, but it's not quite good enough. They tried their best to make the comeback, but we go the distance to Mirage. Well, the T side has been a little bit of a slow start for NiP in each and every one of these maps. Dust 2 had success towards the end, but the leaping across, Jakob is taken down first. Resalt in the meanwhile, though, dialing in some more frags, and it's pretty much everybody lending a hand in this one. Misstep, he had tons of impact on Dust 2, but this just feels like it's a little bit too much to ask for. There is a low in Diladez down on the get-right position, who could get finalized here, but he's just baiting Mistem out into the open for Diladez to shut him down for a 3K and get 9 Pandas in the lead.
So they can run out and see if they can fight for this. A bit of block on that from the CT side perspective. They're just peeking over the top as well, looking for the fight here. Flash back in. It's completely missed off the back of the body block. They're able to fight from it. It's a quick reposition round towards the B side. Resort caught in transition through the window. Shalfie with 1. Headshot connection back onto Isaac. But Yokap, he's looking to brawl. Causing issues inside of the market. Checks out with 2. Glowing burning alive, but still strikes on the Famas, but that might be all they get from this.
Yeah, with the tons of casualties they've taken over the duration of these first 2 rounds as well, they're not really in a position where their economy can afford to lose more weapons. They have to just save. And Mistem knows it. He's on the prowl. He's on the hunt. Wants to try and finalize these 2 last pesky CTs and drop their weapons to the deck, glowing behind CT. Box in the toll booth. May pay the price. In just a few moments' time, Mistem is going to clear this angle and will take him down. And now Dilladez realizes he's in a real world of hurt. Mistem picks up the pace. Good snap headshot. No survivors. And iDisbalance, Dilladez both down at $1,400.
Run down on short. Rez repositioning quickly. Squeezing map control on the CT side. Break on the window, smoke peek out, but Wrinkle will take the face and win that one comfortably. So Shalfie slain. Yokab can tuck in close in the smoke towards Connector as well. Dilladaz, he's been lethal with that dig. This is a rough encounter for him and Resort. They didn't clear it. Rez on the run-in. 1-for-1 trade. Missed them with a bite back. iDisbalance here on jungle side. Cleaned up and 1 by 1. Mopping up the Pandas. Window of opportunity for Dilladez well and truly gone. He can get his hands back on the hot rod, but this 4th round looking everything is good for NiP.
That'd be a good take out of it though, a second rifle. And keep in mind Dilladez has a deagle, so he can drop that across one of his teammates, assuming they can hold on to these 2.
That's the difference in opening jewels as well. Like coming into this series, Wrinkle had twice the amount of opening jewels he was being able to find. 27% conversion rate compared to the 13.4% that we'd seen from iDisbalance. So we were saying it's one being proactive, whereas the others watching it happen, looking to react off the back. This is really rough for Glowing and really burnt to a crisp instantly. No HP left, and that's the rifle that was in his hands. You bleed back out on mid side, looking to just throw bodies at the problem. See if you can make it uncomfortable here in the battle of attrition. Rez being run down. No escape. Result sprinkles the bullets on top. And NiP respond with a barrel out into the bomb site. Heads up Molotov as well. Stops iDisbalance getting back around.
Bomb has been planted.
It surprises me somewhat that Dilladez is still here. They have no kit. They don't really have much utility either. And additionally, 2 players without armor. Aim punch going to be a real problem, but they want to try and still go for this one. They need to get their first kill. They do get it down, but they've lost both players as a result. And I mean, I know hindsight's always 20/20, and it's easy for us to make these kind of judgments, and yes, they can also buy, but it felt like the chances of them winning that round were so low.
So 1 ahead, 3-2 split here in the 3rd map. iDisbalance, A1S in play. Can't go for the jump out, but his teammate will find the first pick. Wrinkle with a rapid response straight back down. It's a carnage up middle. Everyone's scrapping.
Yeah, but both teams giving as good as they get. Wrinkle down low, HP has already picked up 1. Dilladez on 9 frags, who did get in amongst it, also bested. Good to see him back on the server again after a rough dust too. But it is Yokab. Edging NiP slightly in the lead. Oh, but he gets caught in the side. Not anticipating iDisbalance, missed him. Insta-trade back again, just back and forth encounters between the 2 teams. Standing in the middle of the ring and exchanging haymakers. Glowing though gets the KO blow onto Mistem. But the bomb is now transitioning back through the T-spawn. In the hands of Wrinkle and Isaac. And with Glowing making moves into Con, he may have just overthought this. He's playing himself off the site, but now he goes back on there again. He could be there to receive and to take down these Ts. Even if he picks off a low Wrinkle, that could be good enough.
Last chance qualifiers is where we've seen this man absolutely thrive. But in this round, it's going to be a fast peek in from Wrinkle, low on health, opens it up, shuts him down, doesn't expect the second to be in close proximity, and it's Isaac back in a 1v2. He broke their backs on Ancient in this exact position. Can he roll it right back? Time ticking away. Throws in the Molotov and the HE. He's looking to try and get himself to plant down. It'll be a fast peek from CT, and that's iDisbalance with a round.
Yeah, Glowing wouldn't have been affected by those grenades either because he knew
Investment into the utility around the weapons they've still got to play with. Glowing's AK and eye disbalance on the orb. Wrinkle can take fights here though, comfortable in these sort of scenarios. Glowing, oh, headshot angle. Delivers the goods, but the payload still arriving. They need to full commit either. I mean, tons of time on the clock, minute and 35 seconds. All three players here towards the A site, drawing rotations over from the Pandas.
It has slowed down. I mean, the smoke's in their eyes. They can't really do much of Isaac's position outside of Palace. Now that's going to start to fade. Tons of utility. You got 3 Molotovs, loads of flashes. Peeking in like this again just plays into the hands of Result, but you do remove his head. And now Diladez, who's been patiently waiting beside the box, knows at least 2 players now up on the ramp side, but he may be unsure as to Isaac's current position. And as he goes in for the swing, looks for the deagle, it's all gone horribly wrong. Shalfie tries to lay down with the 5-7, but there is Yokab to pick it off. It was looking shaky for NiP. 1 HP for Mistem.
Always keeping that economy on the brink of destruction for 9 Pandas as well, with how close these rounds have been. It's a fast now. Line up through triple, spam into the box. 2 opening picks with Wrinkle winning out in the head-to-head. The battle of the AWPers there versus eye disbalance. And NiP have got the AWPer hand on this round. Quick into A. Block off all the potential response from the CTs. Fragment the map. Yokam on the boost up. Oh, can't even take that one. The AK dismantles him, and Result watching all of his teammates get thrown into the blender around him. Let's hit a nice adjustment shot there on the run out towards Rez. Can grab an AK from it, but that's all he's going to have if he can keep it alive. And we've missed him on the bomb site. Should be bang to rights. Clean up on this one. A full house of NiP taking 6. On the move, it's eye disbalance, but it's only really going to be the 5-7, the P250 for a late hit on the bomb site if they come a knocking. They don't necessarily need to either. Tons of time still on the clock. They've got a boatload of utility with 3 players towards mid-side. Block off connector and window. Bombs on the back of Mistem. Utility being thrown into the site, so it's a full 4 stack. But if they catch wind of this, you could bail on the play.
They could, but time now at 30 seconds. It looks like they fully engaged, they fully committed to this play. And Shalfie with the 5-7 is going to be able to deliver the first. This is getting awkward real quick, and it's gone from bad to worse. Result is chipping in for 2 frags. Yokab misses every bullet. And although Rez finally shows his hands, is it too little too late with 15 seconds? They come out into the open, and Shalfie puts him out with the AK. NiP have been broken. A great start, but they move into the stack site and they get punished.
That was pre-pause on this one. They bloke open, looking for the peek down in case someone's going in for the connector hit. Look at the position from Rez though, inside of the window here, just on the alcove. Oh, and Result's about to be tested. So many angles, you can swing in, bait the crosshair off, can't even get the first. They overwhelm him, barrel into the bomb site. You can have that rotation cut off as well by Rez. Shalfie, show us what you're made of here. Can the Nightwish turn this into nightmares for NiP as they bail on the play? 50 seconds on the clock. Rez calling for the rat back. He's in jungle. Glowing tucks in through the connector smoke. Hearing the footsteps, but you're going to be peeked from both sides, trying to decide where to look, and Rez has got the right idea. And one by one, NiP win their duels. Wrinkle with a closer, and a 7th taken on their T side.
And it's forced them into a deagle, a 5-7, and a couple of FAMASs. Now, they still have the open play, but eye disbalance has not had anywhere near that same level of impact on this CT side as we've seen throughout the duration of the best of 3. A lot of that has been because of the economy not allowing him to, but Rez this time just enforces his will up on middle, and it's an almost carbon copy play at the last round. Straight up into window as to try and backstab them. Glowing in all kinds of bother right now, and that HG could finish him off, but he decides to wide swing and take the life of Yokab in the process.
Scrappy round, throwing everything bar the kitchen sink at one another. Weapons grabbed, Glowing with the arabesque. Can he do his very best in a round like this to hold back the oncoming onslaught? Mistem overwhelmed, and Thamus makes a huge play, but Rez with the tag softens them up. Up on the stairs, looking for the closer. He was brought back to life by the homies in that round, but in the end goes down 5-7.
All the sound cues have been cut, but they're about to be ripped back open again. Smoke's now being deployed, 2 of them. Blocking off the jungle and staircase. But 9 Pandas not fully committing just yet. They're about to make that explosion outside of Palace with a flashbang alongside it. But Wrinkle, even while Flash picks up 2. But now there's a flurry of frags back in 9 Pandas' favor. Dilladez and Result getting the bomb planted down. Isaac needs to have impact over on CT's side, but he's in the car second best. It's Result that goes back in for a second kill. And now Yokab, he's had a really good map so far, but that USP is going to need to be surgical to crack back open this site, to get him in with an opportunity to try and clutch out. The first kill is good, and there is the second. Yokab continues to twist the knife, twist the scalpel in the ribs of 9 Pandas as they'll go 8-5 in the lead.
Whole team firing him up, absolutely ballistic scenes.
Such a good confidence builder, but Dilladez is going to try and shatter that mantle as soon as possible, and it's a really good kill at range with a Galil. Wrinkle goes down.
50 seconds left on the clock. You're going to be walking down, missed them, ready with the A1S. As soon as you peek in, you better hope you find those quick kills. Nice, glowing, gory on the Galil. Excellence in the round. 1 by 1, every encounter is a W for them. And Isaac is all that remains, with no room to really find impact or get anything from this. The bomb's going to be going down. 9 Pandas taking their 6th on the T side. Smoke over the top. Deep in connector. Looks like there could be a bit of a gap on that one for the peek in, so the 5-7's not repositioning off. Oh, it's actually on top. It looked awkward on the minimap, so they put an afro on connector, but it's not really going to restrict vision. Glowing now gets visual on this on the peek out. 1 for 1. MP9 Feast, here's the swing, the setup you were waiting for. It missed them, and he hits them. Swinging back, success with the MP9. It's all starting to go wrong for the Pandas, endangered in this round, and look at the position for Wrinkle. Oh, he's right on target. But the stopwatch could be a problem. Shalfi, he spots him, lines it up with a Galil, takes a couple of shots. He can grab the gun. Only 33 seconds left on the timer for this one.
Exactly, and because even though he died, he saw both players, or at least he heard the first and got shot in the back from the second. And with the bomb down on ramp, they know it has to be A, so they can position accordingly. 2 players in shadow. This looks like it's the nuts position. This looks like it cannot lose from here on out, but maybe I spoke too soon. The 5-7 now comes in. Result nails it. Oh, they had 2 facing opportunities, but NiP squandered both. How have 9 Pandas managed to win that?
Dilladez on a warpath through underpass. Rez trying to lock it down on the peak. Timing. It's got to back off, frozen the incendiary. Yokab runs back towards short side, tucks himself in so we can't get shot upside the head from the peak on the bench. Dilladez being very proactive with this. Molly deep. Keeps him trapped in position. He's got to go forward. A sliver of space he can tuck himself into. Re-smoke for the escape plan. HE right on target. 1 point of health. Living on borrowed time.
Shalfi collects. Oh, some really good Molotovs though. You can see 1 in the window, 1 up in the ladder room as you highlighted. But again, a 3rd consecutive round with the fast flank, but it's only as powerful as those that stand on the site. And Rez right now is made of sterner stuff. Losing no points of health, pulls out the USP, and it's more of the same. Rez with a hero play. 4 kills already, could be on for the ace. And Shalfi on 29 is trying to play around the bench. But if it's not Rez that gets him, Mistim is in hot pursuit as well. Rez goes down. He has no idea as to where Mistim is, but Rez take a bow. That 4K was huge. But really highlighting it because we know he's capable of so much more. If he delivers on that prospect here, I mean, it could be the difference maker. Idis Balance not really having the impact either in this round. This could be a great moment to kick things off though, but the flick is off. And he didn't go for the re-peek. There was a Palace player, but Result has been sent out of this round and now forces Idis Balance away. He was playing off the idea of Result, maybe gets a kill, then he can go back into ramp and get a pick, but it's completely backfired as an option.
To start this round off, they snatch the crown from the King of Resort in the Palace. And then in the brawl, it goes down to a real uncomfortable situation. Lesser weapons, but far more firepower in the battle of attrition. And missed them, just waiting for the walkout on the smoke. It's Dilladez holding for this, peering over the top, trying to get a read on the round. Good adjustment. Low HP for Wrinkle. He's got to play a passive angle, tucks himself in on the corner. A lot of noise being heard. Playing off the audio cues, doesn't want to over-egg it on the peak, wants to wait for just the right time to go for the swing back out. Could have the free pick. On to Dilladez and Wrinkle. A 4K with 6 health to his name.
Perfect, and trades up to the AWP additionally. Galil and Scout as they fully invest into the round. Night Pandas hanging by a thread, and Wrinkle getting aggressive in Palace. We'll see action sooner rather than later as the slow peek into his crosshair yields the first kill, and he dials it back to the site. They got the pick they were looking for.
Deep smoke on Connector. Throws out the Molotov, trying to force him out. He's playing on the close angle. Now got to be more paranoid about where exactly they are. Smoke on the corner. Wrinkle keeps it locked in. They're walking through the smoke. He's trying to find his opportunity to strike. Oh no, Dilladez, the jump up. He sends himself into the air, but they come crashing right back down in the round as NiP close that one with ease. 12 locked in, 1 away now. Shrapnel all over mid-side. Damage done onto 2 players. Smoke up through Con. So chip damage already boding well, and an advanced angle being taken for Isaac, pushing the whole way up through the smoke, posting himself up on the settee. Wants to shut them down with the spray. There's only one. Nothing left on the round. 1 by 1, they get funneled into these AKs. And Dilladez is the only man left standing. The Pandas are about to go extinct here in Shanghai as they've got nothing left to fight with. 13th round for NiP. They recover it, locking it down over the course of the series, 2-1. They move on to fight for another day to try and make the major.